The massive alien fleet appeared above Earth on a Tuesday morning. Commander Rex stood on the bridge of the lead warship, his 4 arms crossed behind his back. His species, the Dominion, had conquered 1,000 worlds. Earth would be number 1001. Send the message. Rex ordered his communication officer. The transmission reached every device on Earth simultaneously. Every screen, every radio, every speaker played the same message. Rex's translated voice boomed across the planet. People of Earth, we are the Dominion. Your planet now belongs to us. You have 24 hours to surrender. Any resistance will result in the complete destruction of your cities. We have conquered civilizations far greater than yours. You cannot win. Submit, and you will live as our servants. Resist, and you will die. The message ended. Rex smiled, showing rows of sharp teeth. No planet had ever refused the Dominion's first demand. Fear always won, but Earth didn't respond with fear. In New York, people looked up at the alien ships and shrugged. They had work to do. In London, someone started selling Alien Invasion Day t-shirts. In Tokyo, social media exploded with memes about the aliens' poor timing during rush hour. General Smith sat in the Pentagon war room, surrounded by military leaders from around the world on video screens. The American general's face showed no emotion. "Well, gentlemen and ladies," Smith said, lighting a cigar despite regulations. "Looks like we finally get to use all those contingency plans we've been making since the 1950s. The Russian general, Ivan, laughed on his screen. "My grandfather always said aliens would come. He prepared us well." "Same here," added General Li from China. "We have been ready for this day." Smith nodded. "They want submission in 24 hours. I say we give them something else entirely. Operation Homecoming is now active. Around the world, hidden bunkers opened. Missile silos that supposedly held nuclear weapons revealed something different. Decades of secret preparation, reverse-engineered technology from crash sites, and humanity's greatest minds working in shadow had created weapons the Dominion couldn't. Imagine, Captain Jack led the first fighter squadron from Area 51. His jet didn't look like much from the outside, but the engine used technology humans had been perfecting for 70 years. Alien technology, improved with human creativity. "All wings report in," Jack said into his radio. "Red Squadron, standing by. Blue Squadron, standing by. Gold Squadron, standing by." 30 squadrons reported in total. Each plane carried weapons, designed specifically to pierce alien shields. Humans had been listening to alien communications for decades. They knew the frequencies. They knew the weaknesses. On the Dominion ship, an officer approached Rex. "Commander, the humans are mobilizing." "Their forces," Rex laughed. "Let them come. Their primitive aircraft cannot possibly." The officer's eyes widened. "Sir, we're detecting unknown energy signatures. They're matching our shield frequencies." "Impossible. No species develops that technology so quickly." "Sir, we've been monitoring their communications. They're not afraid." They single quotes excited. Rex frowned. No species had ever been excited about invasion. Fear, anger, desperation, yes, but excitement? Dr. Brown worked frantically in her underground laboratory. Her team had 12 hours left to finish the virus. Not a biological virus, but a digital one. Every piece of alien technology they had studied over the years had the same base code. The Dominion, like most conquerors, used standardized systems across their fleet. "How's it coming, Doc?" asked her assistant, Tom. "Almost there." The Dominion made one crucial mistake. "What's that?" Brown smiled. "They assumed we were just another primitive planet. They never considered that we've been preparing for them. Every UFO sighting, every weather balloon, every conspiracy theory. Some of them were real, and we learned from every single one. The clock ticked down. 18 hours remained. Around the world, humanity prepared not for submission, but for war. And for the first time in their long history of conquest, the Dominion had encountered something they never expected. A species that had spent its entire modern history imagining, planning, and preparing for this exact moment. A species that had turned alien invasion into entertainment, into games, into countless stories. A species that had asked, what if? So many times that when the moment came, they already knew exactly what to do. The devastation was coming. But it wouldn't be Earth's. 16 hours remained on the Dominion's deadline. Commander Rex paced his bridge, 6 eyes scanning the tactical displays. Earth's military movements seemed chaotic, disorganized. Ships, planes, and ground forces moved without apparent strategy. They scatter like insects. His tactical officer, Vex, observed. No unified defense grid, no orbital platforms. Their technology is centuries behind ours. Rex nodded, but something bothered him. The humans' communications were completely open, unencrypted. They discussed their plans on public channels. Either they were incredibly stupid, or ... double quotes, sir. The sensor operator called out. Massive energy surge detected from the planet's surface. Before Rex could respond, beams of light shot upward from 100 locations across Earth. The Dominion fleet's shields, designed to stop energy weapons and projectiles, flickered and died. Impossible, Rex roared. How do they know our shield? Frequency? The answer came from Earth's broadcast systems. Every screen showed the same person, General Smith, smoking his cigar. Hello, Rex. Yeah, we know your name. We've been listening to your communications for the past 70 years. Every crashed scout ship, every probe you sent, we studied them. We learned your language, your technology, your weaknesses. Did you really think all those UFO sightings were just weather balloons? Rex's 6 eyes widened. The humans had been aware of them for decades? Smith continued. You gave us 24 hours. We don't need them. Welcome to Earth. The first wave hit hard. Captain Jack's squadron emerged from cloud cover, their modified fighters moving faster than any Earth aircraft. The alien point defense systems, calibrated for Earth's known technology, couldn't track them. Fox 1. Jack called, launching his missile. The weapon, a hybrid of human engineering and salvaged alien tech, punched through the Dominion destroyers. Armor like paper. The ship exploded in a brilliant fireball. They're using our own technology against us. Vex shouted. Rex grabbed his command console. All ships recalibrate defense systems, maximum firepower, but it was too late. Dr. Brown's virus had been uploaded the moment the shields went down. Hidden in what appeared to be random radio chatter, the code infiltrated the Dominion's network. Suddenly, their targeting systems started malfunctioning. Weapons fired at empty space. Navigation computers gave false readings. On Earth, ordinary people joined the fight. In Texas, Bob and his hunting club had modified their trucks with salvaged alien power cells. They fired homemade railguns at low-flying Dominion scouts. In Japan, university students used gaming computers to hack alien drones, turning them against their masters. Major Wilson commanded the ground forces in Nevada. Remember, people, these aren't invincible gods. They're just bullies who've never had someone punch back. His soldiers, equipped with reverse-engineered energy weapons, proved his point. Dominion ground troops, expecting to face projectile weapons, walked into ambushes of plasma fire and electromagnetic pulses. In Moscow, even coordinated with underground bases across Russia. "Release the interceptors," he ordered. Hundreds of missiles launched, but these weren't nuclear weapons. Each carried an MP warhead specifically tuned to Dominion technology. The alien ship systems overloaded one by one. "Commander, we've lost 40% of the fleet." Vex reported, his voice cracking with panic. Rex couldn't believe it. In their entire history, the Dominion had never lost more than a single ship in conquest. Now, dozens burned in Earth's atmosphere. The second wave came from the oceans. Submarines. That had been hiding for weeks surfaced and fired. Not torpedoes, but energy weapons built in secret underwater facilities. The Dominion hadn't even considered that Earth's oceans might hide threats. Admiral Jones commanded the naval response from her submarine. "They expected us to fight like primitives. They never expected us to fight like humans who've spent a century imagining this day." In space, the International Space Station revealed its true purpose. The scientific equipment installed over the years transformed into weapons platforms. Astronauts became gunners, turning Earth's first line of defense into an orbital fortress. "We're surrounded." Rex's navigator screamed. Enemies from above, below, and all sides. The Dominion had made the classic mistake of every would-be conqueror. Of Earth, they saw divided nations and assumed weakness. They didn't realize that humanity's greatest strength came when facing a common enemy. In 12 hours, Earth had destroyed half the Dominion fleet. The hunters had become the hunted. And the real devastation was just beginning. Rex watched his tactical display in horror. Every strategy failed. Every advantage crumbled. The humans weren't just fighting back. They were winning. "Send a distress signal to the homeworld," Rex ordered quietly. Tell them we were wrong about Earth. *. 8 hours remained on the original deadline. Commander Rex's mighty invasion fleet was down to 30% strength. His bridge sparked with damaged systems, and the smell of burnt electronics filled the air. "Sir, we've lost contact with the homeworld," Vex reported, his voice trembling. "The humans are jamming our long-range communications." Rex slammed his fist on the command console. How had this happened? The Dominion had conquered advanced civilizations with spacefaring technology. Earth barely had a permanent moon base. Yet they were losing. The answer came from Lieutenant Rita, leading a special forces team in orbit. Using stolen Dominion shuttles taken from crashes over the decades, human soldiers boarded the alien vessels. Rita's team moved through the corridors of a Dominion cruiser with practiced precision. "Remember, their anatomy is different," Rita whispered to her team. "4 arms, 6 eyes, but their vital organs are in the same places. Center mass, just like training." They had trained for this. Every military in the world had secret programs where soldiers practiced fighting alien invaders. Video games, movies, books, humanity had been mentally preparing for this moment for generations. "Contact, 12 o'clock. Her sergeant called out. The Dominion warriors were strong, but they were used to enemies who cowered in fear. Humans didn't cower. They adapted, improvised, and overcame. Rita's team cleared the ship in 20 minutes. "Bridge secured," Rita reported. "We have their command codes." Back on Earth, Dr. Brown used those codes to deepen her digital assault. The virus evolved, learning from the Dominion's attempts to stop it. Every firewall they built, it broke through. Every system they isolated, it found another way in. "It's beautiful," Tom said, watching the virus spread across his monitor. "It's like watching evolution in fast forward." "That's because it is," Brown replied. "I based it on human DNA's ability to adapt. The Dominion's rigid thinking is their weakness. They follow protocols. We break them." In Australia, farmers had turned mining equipment into weapons. Using industrial lasers meant for cutting rock, they carved through Dominion ground vehicles. like butter. In Brazil, indigenous tribes used the jungle to their advantage, leading alien patrols into traps that combined ancient hunting techniques with modern explosives. They're everywhere. A Dominion ground commander reported to Rex. Every human is a potential combatant. Children throw explosives. Elderly people operate energy weapons. There are no civilians. Rex realized the truth. Humanity didn't have a warrior class. The entire species was the warrior class. President Martinez addressed the world from a bunker. My fellow humans, we are not just defending Earth. We are showing the universe that humanity will never kneel. Every one of you is a soldier today. Every one of you is a hero. The response was immediate. Across the world, ordinary people found ways to fight. Hackers brought down Dominion communications. Engineers repurposed everyday technology into weapons. Even street artists contributed, using special paint that interfered with alien sensors. Captain Jack led his third sortie of the day. His squadron was down to half strength, but they had destroyed 10 times their number in enemy fighters. "Jack, you've got 2 on your tail," his wingman warned. Jack smiled. Time for something crazy. He pulled moves that should have torn his aircraft apart. But human engineers had studied alien technology and improved it. Where the Dominion built for efficiency, humans built for survival. Jack's fighter held together as he spun, flipped, and sent both pursuers crashing into each other. That's for assuming we'd give up. He shouted. The real shock came when Earth revealed its biggest secret. Deep beneath mountains in Colorado, China, and Switzerland, massive weapons had been built. Particle beam cannons, powered by fusion reactors and enhanced with alien technology. "Fire," General Smith ordered. 3 beams of impossible energy reached into space, cutting through Dominion capital ships like a hot knife through butter. Ships that had survived battles with advanced civilizations were vaporized in seconds. Rex watched his command ship, the pride of the Dominion fleet, split in half. He barely made it to an escape pod as the vessel exploded around him. Floating in space, watching his fleet burn, Rex finally understood. The humans hadn't won because of superior technology or numbers. They had won because they had something the Dominion had lost long ago, the will to fight against impossible odds. "Sir," Vex's voice crackled over the emergency radio. "What are your orders?" Rex looked at Earth, blue and defiant below him. "Retreat. All surviving ships, retreat immediately." "But sir, the homeworld will thank us for warning them," Rex interrupted. "Tell them Earth is not for conquest. Tell them humanity is coming." 4 hours before the deadline would have expired, the remnants of the Dominion fleet fled Earth's orbit. 23 ships out of an original 300 ran for their lives, their engines burning at maximum capacity. Commander Rex, rescued by one of the fleeing vessels, stood on a damaged bridge, watching Earth shrink behind them. His second in command, Vex, approached carefully. "Sir, the humans. They're following us." Rex turned all 6 eyes to the tactical display. Dozens of modified fighters and captured Dominion vessels pursued them. But that wasn't what made his heart freeze. Behind the smaller ships, something massive was moving. On Earth, General Smith stood in the command center, watching humanity's secret weapon deploy. "Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Enterprise." It wasn't actually called Enterprise, but Smith enjoyed the reference. Built in pieces across 6 countries and assembled in orbit over 2 decades, humanity's first true warship was a masterpiece of reverse-engineered alien technology and human innovation. Admiral Foster commanded from its bridge. "All systems green. We're ready to show these invaders what happens when you threaten Earth." The ship was ugly by Dominion standards, all angles and weapons, with no concern for aesthetics. but it was devastatingly effective. Its hull used materials salvaged from every crashed alien craft. Its weapons combined the best of human and alien technology. Its shields operated on frequencies the Dominion didn't even know existed. "Sir, incoming transmission from the alien fleet," Foster's communication officer announced. Rex's face appeared on screen, his expression desperate. "Humans, please. We are retreating. You have won. Let us leave in peace." Foster stood up, her face stern. "You came to our world. You threatened our children. You demanded our submission. Now you want mercy? We were following orders." "We didn't." "No, you didn't know what?" Foster interrupted. "That humans would fight back? That we wouldn't roll over and die? You know now." She cut the transmission and turned to her weapons officer. "Fire a warning shot. Let them know we can catch them whenever we want." A single beam of energy shot past the Dominion fleet, so close it scorched the hull of Rex's ship. The message was clear. "Run, but know that we let you run. Meanwhile, Doctor." Brown had discovered something incredible in the captured Dominion databases. "My God," she whispered, staring at her screen. Tom looked over her shoulder. "What is it?" "The Dominion Empire. They've conquered over 1,000 worlds. But look at this. They've never fought a real war. Every species they encountered either surrendered immediately or was destroyed in the first attack. They're not warriors. They're bullies." She immediately sent this information to world leaders. The implications were staggering. In Moscow even met with other military commanders via secure connection. If Brown is correct, the Dominion homeworld has no real defenses. They've never needed them. Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? General Lee asked from Beijing. I'm suggesting we take the fight to them, Ivan replied. Why wait for the next invasion when we can ensure there never is one? The decision was made quickly. Earth would not just defend, it would attack. Captain Jack, refueling at a captured Dominion station, received new orders. Well, boys and girls, he announced to his squadron, looks like we're going on a road trip. Across Earth's orbit, ships were being modified for long-range travel. The captured Dominion vessels were studied, their star charts downloaded, their faster-than-light drives analyzed, and improved engineer Mike worked 20-hour shifts adapting alien technology. The Dominion builds for standardization, he explained. To his team, everything is the same because it's easier to control. But that means if we crack one system, we crack them all. Within hours, humanity had a fleet. Not pretty, not uniform, but functional. Ships held together with welding and determination, powered by a mix of nuclear reactors and alien power cores. Rex, still fleeing, received reports from spy drones left. Behind, Commander, the humans are building a fleet. They're preparing to leave their planet. Impossible. A species that just achieved spaceflight cannot. Sir, they're using our technology and improving it. Rex felt true fear. For the first time in his life, the Dominion had awakened something terrible. Not just a species that could defend itself, but one that could attack. One that had spent its entire history perfecting the art of war. Send a message to the homeworld, Rex ordered. Maximum encryption. Tell them to prepare all defenses. But, even as he gave the order, Rex knew it wouldn't be enough. The Dominion had never faced anything like humanity. And now, humanity was coming for them. Asterisk. 2 weeks after the failed invasion, Earth's improvised fleet gathered at the edge of the solar system. 57 ships, a mix of captured Dominion vessels, modified human craft, and the massive battleship humanity had secretly built prepared. For the first interstellar military expedition in human history. President Martinez spoke to Earth from the flagship's bridge. Today, we take a message to the universe. Earth is not a victim. Earth is not prey. Anyone who threatens our world will face the consequences. We go now to ensure no invasion force ever threatens our children again." The fleet jumped faster than light. Speed, following the trail left by Rex's retreating ships. On the Dominion homeworld, panic spread through the governing council. Rex had arrived days ago with his warning, but many refused to believe it. "Impossible," shouted Elder Krill, his ancient body trembling. "A primitive species cannot threaten the Dominion. We have ruled for 10,000 years. "They are not primitive," Rex insisted. "They've been preparing for us, learning from us. They turned our own technology against us. Then we will send the Grand Fleet. 1,000 ships will Elder with. Respect, they destroyed 300 ships with ease. They have our technology now, our databases, our weaknesses. And they have something we don't. What could they possibly have?" "Experience," Rex said quietly. "Their entire history is war. They've been killing each other with incredible creativity for thousands of years. We've been conquerors. They've been warriors." The argument ended when alarms rang across the planet. Humanity's fleet had arrived. Admiral Foster stood on her bridge, looking at the Dominion homeworld. It was beautiful crystal cities, floating platforms. A civilization that had known only victory for millennia. "Open a channel to the planet." She ordered. Her image appeared on every screen in the Dominion capital. But she wasn't alone. Leaders from every nation on Earth stood with her, a united humanity. "People of the Dominion," Foster began, "you came to our world demanding submission. You threatened our families. You expected us to kneel. Instead, we offer you the same choice you gave us." General Smith stepped forward. "Surrender now, dissolve your empire, free all conquered worlds, and we will show mercy. Refuse and face the consequences." Elder Krill appeared on the return transmission. "You dare threaten the Dominion? We will destroy you, like you destroyed us?" Foster asked. "Your fleet is gone. Your technology is ours. And unlike you, we've been practicing war our entire existence. This is your only warning." The Dominion's response was to launch their defense. Fleet 500 ships that had never seen real combat. They expected fear. They got Captain Jack. All squadrons, attack pattern Delta. Remember, folks, these guys have been playing on easy mode for 10,000 years. Time to show them what a Dark Souls player can do. The battle was embarrassingly one-sided. Dominion ships flew in perfect formation, exactly as their manuals dictated. Human pilots flew like maniacs, pulling moves that defied physics and common sense. Where the Dominion fought by the book, humans threw the book out the airlock. Dr. Brown's virus version 2.0 infiltrated the planet's defense grid. "Their entire civilization runs on the same base code," she reported. "It's like they never heard of cybersecurity." Within an hour, the Dominion's defense fleet was gone. There, planetary shields fell. Their weapons went silent. Rex stood before the council. "I told you, they're not like the others." Elder Krill finally understood. For millennia, the Dominion had been the monster in the dark that other species feared. Now they faced their own monster, and it wore a human face. "We we surrender," Krill transmitted, his voice broken. But humanity wasn't done. Foster's next words changed the galaxy forever. "Your surrender isn't enough. Every world you've conquered is now free. Your empire is dissolved. Your military technology will be destroyed. You will return to your homeworld and never leave again. Any attempt to rebuild your fleet will result in immediate retaliation. You can't. We are the Dominion." "You were the Dominion," Smith corrected. "Now you're a cautionary tale about what happens when you knock on humanity's door, uninvited." The news spread across the galaxy at faster-than-light speed. A species that had barely reached space had destroyed the most powerful empire known. The message was clear. Earth was not to be threatened. On the bridge of humanity's flagship, Foster turned to her crew. "Take us home. Our work here is done." As the human fleet departed, leaving the broken Dominion Empire behind, Rex watched from his ruined world. He had learned the ultimate lesson. There were no apex predators when humans were involved. Humanity had announced itself to the universe, not with submission, but with devastation. And the universe would never forget. The end asterisk.